Most people think building a real food stockpile costs thousands of dollars and takes years of planning. I'm going to show you that is completely wrong. One shopping trip, under $200, and you will have 6 months of shelf-stable food that can keep one adult alive. Let's get into it. Before we talk about what to buy, let's talk about why this works at all. The entire budget is built around one nutritional fact. Rice and beans together form a complete protein. White rice gives you all the essential amino acids that beans are missing. Beans cover what rice lacks. Combined, they are nutritionally comparable to eating meat. That is the secret that makes a $200 6-month food supply mathematically possible. Now let's walk through the full shopping list. Your primary calorie foundation is white rice. You want 60 pounds of it. At Walmart, a 20-pound bag of great value long-grain white rice runs about $11.70. 3 bags. That's $35.10. Why white rice and not brown? Brown rice contains oils in the bran that go rancid within 6 to 12 months. White rice, stored correctly, lasts 25 to 30 years. This is a long-term stockpile. Shelf life is everything. Next is your protein backbone, 30 pounds of dried pinto beans. One 20-pound bag at $14.94, plus one 8-pound bag at $6.88. Total, $21.82 for beans. Beans are also your best source of fiber in this setup, which matters more than people realize when you are eating survival rations for weeks. Add 16 pounds of dried lentils. 4 bags, 4 pounds each, at $5.50 a bag. That's $22. Lentils cook faster than any other legume, and they do not require soaking first. In a crisis situation where fuel is limited, that matters. They also add variety to the rotation, so you are not eating pinto beans every single day. Running total so far, $78.92. Rice, beans, and lentils alone give you roughly 3 to 4 months of base calories. Everything from here adds nutrition, variety, and calories that push the supply to the 6-month mark. Rolled oats are one of the most underrated stockpile items on this list. 16 pounds total, which is 6 42-ounce canisters of great value old-fashioned oats at $3.50 each. $21. Oats give you a breakfast option. They store well, and you can cook them hot or cold, press them into flatbread, or grind them into flour if your flour runs low. 20 pounds of all-purpose flour. 2 10-pound bags at $5.50 each. $11. Flour lets you make bread, tortillas, dumplings, pancakes, and thickeners for soups. It turns a bowl of beans and rice into a meal with flatbread on the side. That psychological difference matters when you are eating the same base ingredients day after day. 10 pounds of dried pasta at roughly $1 per pound. $10. Pasta cooks fast, stores for years, and breaks up the monotony of grain and legume meals. Running total is now $120.92. Now the survival supplements. These are the items that keep your body functional and keep the food edible. Salt first. 2 4-pound containers of iodized salt. $1.50 each. $3 total. Your body cannot function without sodium and iodine. Salt is also essential for food preservation if you ever need to cure or pickle anything. Non-negotiable item. 1 10-pound bag of granulated sugar. $6. Sugar stores indefinitely when kept dry, provides quick energy, and opens up options for making basic preserves or sweetening oatmeal. Honey can substitute but costs more per calorie. 3 48-ounce bottles of vegetable oil. $4 each. $12 total. Fat is the most calorie-dense macronutrient you can store at 120 calories per tablespoon. Oil is what turns a low-calorie grain meal into something that actually sustains you. One note from the comments section on this one. Several readers recommended swapping vegetable oil for lard, tallow, or coconut oil for better shelf stability and a healthier fat profile. Tallow and lard can last longer unsealed than vegetable oil and skip the seed oil concerns. Worth considering. Two 64-ounce boxes of powdered milk at $9 each, $18. Powdered milk fills the calcium and additional protein gaps that a grain and legume diet leaves open. Mix it into oatmeal, use it in flatbread dough, or drink it reconstituted. Running total, $159.92. Final category, the items that make this food edible over the long term. 2 jars of bouillon cubes or powder at $3 each, $6. Chicken and beef bouillon turn plain rice and beans into something that tastes like an actual meal. This is a mental health item as much as a nutrition item. After week 3 of plain rice and beans, flavor becomes a genuine morale factor. 2 40-ounce jars of peanut butter at $5.50 each, $11. Peanut butter is roughly 190 calories per serving with protein and fat. Sealed jars last a year or more without refrigeration, and they can be eaten straight, spread on flatbread, or stirred into rice for a completely different flavor profile. 4 spices: garlic powder, chili powder, cumin, and black pepper, about $2 to $3 each, $10.50 total. With these 4 seasonings, you can make the same base meal taste completely different from one night to the next. Mexican rice one evening, curried lentils the next. Variety is underrated in a survival food context. 1 32-ounce bottle of honey, $8. Honey never expires. Archaeologists have found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that was still edible. It is a sweetener, a natural antibacterial agent, and a mild wound treatment. It also makes reconstituted oatmeal actually worth eating. Final total, approximately $195.42. That is the complete shopping list for 6 months of food for one adult. Now let's talk about what you are actually getting for that money. The entire list adds up to roughly 320,000 calories. Divide that across 180 days, and you get about 1,780 calories per day. That is survival-level intake. A sedentary person can maintain on it. Someone doing physical labor, hauling water, or dealing with cold weather will burn more and may stretch this supply to 4 months rather than 6. Be realistic about your activity level when you plan. The daily breakdown looks like this. Breakfast is oatmeal with honey and reconstituted powdered milk, about 400 calories and filling enough to carry you to midday. Lunch is rice and lentil soup seasoned with bouillon and garlic powder, maybe a spoonful of peanut butter on the side for fat and calories, 500 to 600 calories. Dinner is rice and pinto beans with cumin and chili powder, cooked in a tablespoon of vegetable oil and a piece of flatbread from your flour supply, 600 to 700 calories. A small snack of peanut butter or dry oats mixed with honey rounds out the day at another 200 to 300 calories. Is it gourmet? No, but it is not as grim as it sounds on paper, especially if you are rotating through the spice combinations and mixing in lentils and pasta to break up the routine. Here is what this stockpile does not cover, and I want to be straight with you about the gaps. Vitamins. A grain and legume diet does not give you everything your body needs. A 6-month supply of a basic daily multivitamin costs $8 to $12 and fills the micronutrient gaps. Vitamin C specifically is the urgent one. Without fruits or vegetables, scurvy becomes a real risk after a couple of months. A bottle of vitamin C tablets costs about $4 and should be considered a mandatory addition. This list also covers food only. It assumes you have a water source and a way to cook. If you do not have those sorted yet, they come before the food. A camp stove with propane canisters, a rocket stove fed by sticks, or a solar oven all work. Water storage or filtration is a separate topic and a separate budget, but it is the first priority. And this is a one-person stockpile. If you are feeding a family of 4, the math scales directly. $800 covers 4 people for 6 months. That is still a fraction of what most families spend on groceries in a single month. Now, storage. Buying all of this food means nothing if it degrades in 3 months because you left it in paper bags on a garage shelf. The right storage method for rice, beans, lentils, oats, flour, sugar, and pasta is food-grade 5-gallon buckets with Gamma Seal lids. You can get them at Walmart, Home Depot, or Lowe's for $5 to $8 per bucket. You need 5 or 6 total. Before you seal each one, drop in a few 300cc oxygen absorbers. A pack of 50 costs about $10. The oxygen absorbers remove the air inside the sealed bucket. That kills insect eggs, prevents oxidation, and takes white rice from a 1-year shelf life to a 25-year shelf life. If you want to go a step further, line each bucket with a Mylar bag before adding the food and the absorbers. A pack of 5-gallon Mylar bags runs about $25 and creates a light-proof, nearly airtight barrier that is as close to professional-grade long-term storage as you can achieve at home. For oil, peanut butter, and honey, keep them in their original containers in a cool, dark place. A closet, a basement shelf, or a pantry away from direct sunlight. Vegetable oil is the most perishable item on this list, lasting 1 to 2 years unopened. Rotate it as you use it. Powdered milk should be transferred to a sealed, airtight container once opened. Unopened and stored cool and dry, it lasts 18 to 24 months. One final point that several experienced preppers make repeatedly: stock what you will actually eat and start eating it now. If your family does not eat white rice and beans in regular life, practice cooking from this list before you need to depend on it. Learn which spice combinations work for your household. Figure out the flatbread recipe that everyone will actually eat. The time to discover what works is before a crisis, not during one. This stockpile is a baseline, a solid, tested, proven baseline that costs less than most people's grocery budget for a single month. Build it this weekend, store it correctly, and you will have done something that the vast majority of people around you have not done. You will have bought yourself 6 months of options when most people will have none. If this video was useful, hit subscribe for more practical preparedness content. Drop a comment below if you have additions to this list, or if you have already built something similar and want to share what you changed. We read them all.